Sir Paul McCartney once said, "If it wasn't for Jet Harris, I'd never have picked up a bass guitar." Now, if the name Jet Harris is unfamiliar to you, I hope you'll remember it after this video. Jet was an early master of the precision bass, as well as the Fender 6 bass. Was of course one quarter of dark and mean instrumental group The Shadows. And you might be thinking, The Shadows, dark and mean? Those geeky looking blokes that hung around with that Ponce Cliff Richard.
See you down there. Ciao guys.
But you've got to remember that this was 1960, pre-metal, pre-punk, even pre-bloody Beatles. Just imagine how they would have sounded to audiences at the time. Anyway, Jet Harris cut his teeth playing homemade double bass in coffee bars such as the Two Eyes in Soho, London, until he stumbled across the first bass guitar in Britain in the shop window of Macari's Musical Instruments in Marylebone. It was a Framer Star, and Jet can be seen playing this while supporting a beat poet.
He rolls to the end.
Then fame hit and the Shadows scored number ones with Apache, Wonderful Land, Foot Tapper, and many more songs I can't play you because of bloody copyright. But sadly, Jet didn't last long in the Shadows. Not only was he a bass guitar pioneer, but he also drew the blueprint for rock and roll excess, and he developed a terrible drinking problem. But he did find success post-Shads after teaming up with former drummer Tony Meehan, and this is where he really popularised the Fender 6. That song was the theme from the movie The Man with the Golden Arm.
Are you ready, Mr. Bond?
Ready?
Well, I thought that was funny. Did you lot even understand that reference? Or am I just entertaining myself here? Between Jet's drinking, sustaining injuries in a car crash, and going broke, he decided to give up his music career.
I went as a barman. I was a conductor on the buses, planting gladioli, picking spuds. I was a hospital porter. I was famous, well off. But I don't think I was happy. Now is happiness.
I've kind of done that in reverse, really. I've spent my whole life being skint but fairly happy, and hopefully now I can be successful, rich, and miserable. So if you do enjoy my videos, would you be so kind as to give me a little donation via the YouTube Super Thanks button or the PayPal link in the description? But enough begging. You might have watched this and thought, this Jet fella hasn't really tickled my truss rod. Why does Danny think he's so great? Well, I'm going to leave you with a Jet Harris bass solo. And if you're not impressed by this, I'm going to come round your place and bite your ankles.